What if I told you your feet could bring back your testosterone? Not a shot, not a supplement, just 3 points on the bottom of your feet and your body starts waking up again. Sound crazy? Then listen closely, because ignoring this might be the very reason your morning erections disappeared. You see, if you're a man over 60 and your mornings feel dull, flat or frustrating, if you wake up tired, unmotivated, and missing that natural firmness you once had, it's not just aging. It's a warning sign that your circulation, your nervous system, and your hormonal rhythm are drifting out of sync. But here's the part no one talks about. You don't need pills. You don't need hormone therapy. And you don't need a younger body. What you need is under your feet. I'm a men's health specialist with over 30 years of experience, and I'm going to show you 3 powerful acupuncture points located on your feet that most men never use. Yet they directly affect your blood flow, testosterone levels, sleep quality, and morning erections. This technique is simple, it's safe, and it only takes a few minutes before bed. These aren't mystical energy points. They're backed by real anatomy, connected to your spine, your glands, and your cardiovascular system. In this video, I'll walk you step by step through each one, how to find it, how to stimulate it, and how to combine them with a few simple habits to restore the vitality you thought was gone. And before we finish, I'll reveal one common mistake, a mistake that quietly cancels out all your progress, and how to fix it starting tonight. So take a breath, take off your socks, and stay with me, because what your body needs isn't expensive, it's already inside you and beneath you. If you find this video helpful, type 1 in the comments. If not, type 0 point. Your feedback helps me help you. Now let's begin by understanding why your feet, especially the nerves in your soles, may hold the forgotten key to restoring testosterone and natural male vitality. This isn't folklore, this is biology. And once you understand how it works, everything changes. Part 1, the hidden power of your feet. Most men never think of their feet when it comes to testosterone. They think of pills, needles, or some expensive supplement that promises youth in a bottle. But the truth is, your feet may be one of the most overlooked control centers for your entire hormonal and circulatory system. Here's why. Each foot contains over 7,000 nerve endings, all wired directly into your spine, your pelvic floor, and even your endocrine glands. In fact, ancient Chinese medicine and modern neurology both agree on this one point. The sole of your foot isn't just for standing, it's a communication hub. Signals sent from pressure points on your feet can influence your parasympathetic nervous system, the system that controls relaxation, sexual arousal, and hormone release. Your blood vessels, especially those tied to your groin and lower abdominal region, and your pineal gland, which helps regulate melatonin, deep sleep, and the natural nighttime testosterone surge that powers your morning erections. Now think about this. As you age, those signals get quieter. Your nerves dull, your capillaries shrink. The connection between brain, body, and manhood starts to fade. But here's the hopeful part. You can reactivate the connection, starting with 3 points on your feet. When stimulated correctly, these points send a ripple of electrical and hormonal activity throughout your body. They tell your blood vessels to open, your glands to secrete, your brain to relax into deeper, more restorative sleep. And the best part? You don't need years of practice or fancy tools, just your fingers, just a few minutes before bed. You might feel warmth return to your toes or a tingling sensation up your leg, and in some cases, within days, the return of what you thought was gone for good. This isn't magic, it's reflexive biology. And now we're going to begin with the first of these 3 vital points, a spot known as Yang Quan in Chinese medicine, but more commonly called the fountain of life. Let's find it and feel what happens next. Part 2, point number 1, Yang Quan, kidney 1, the fountain of life. There's a spot on your foot just beneath your toes that's been called the fountain of life for thousands of years. It's the first point on your body's kidney meridian, and it's not just symbolic, it's deeply physical. In traditional Chinese medicine, it's called Yongquan, also known as kidney 1. But here's what matters for you. This tiny pressure point is directly linked to your testosterone regulation, blood flow to the pelvic region, and even your stress hormones. So where do you find it? Take off your socks, place your foot flat on the floor. Now draw a line from your second toe down to the soft dip just below the ball of your foot, right in the center of your sole. That hollow is Yongquan. For most men, this area is tight, stiff, and totally ignored, but it's the starting point for restoring energy flow to your entire lower body. You see, the kidney meridian governs your vitality, sexual stamina, adrenal function, and hormonal balance. And kidney 1 is the entry point to all of it. When this point becomes blocked, through stress, fatigue, or years of disuse, the downstream effects can show up as low energy, poor sleep, erectile difficulties, and declining testosterone. But when you stimulate it, even gently, you begin to restore movement, connection, and hormonal recovery. So here's how to do it. Sit comfortably with one foot crossed over your knee. Use your thumb to press into Yongquan firmly, not painfully, in slow circles. Breathe deeply and consistently. Do this for about 90 seconds, then switch to the other foot. Some men feel tingling, others feel warmth. A few even report a subtle buzz moving up their legs. That's your nervous system re-engaging. That's blood starting to return to the areas that matter. And here's the best part. Stimulating Yongquan before bed can also increase melatonin, the sleep hormone that spikes testosterone overnight. Better sleep equals better hormone recovery. This point may seem small, but the impact isn't. Because when your foundation is weak, the whole structure suffers. Yongquan is that foundation. Now, if Yongquan wakes up your hormonal system, the next point we'll explore helps you unblock it, releasing the emotional and physical stress that's been holding your testosterone hostage. Let's move to point number 2, Tai Chong, liver 3, the stress unlocker. If Yongquan is the switch that turns your hormonal system back on, then Tai Chong, also known as liver 3, is the point that clears the path. Because here's the truth. Even if your testosterone is still being produced, stress can block its effects like a wall. And most men over 60, they're carrying decades of unspoken tension in their back, in their chest, and yes, even in their feet. Liver 3 is a pressure point that helps break that cycle. It sits right on the top of your foot, between your big toe and second toe, in the soft valley where the bones meet. Find it now. Slide your finger up from the webbing between your big toe and second toe until you feel a tender dip. That's Tai Chong. This point is directly linked to your liver meridian, which controls blood flow, emotional release, and hormonal detoxification. Why does that matter? Because when the liver energy is stagnant, your cortisol rises. And when cortisol is high, testosterone drops. Worse, stress constricts blood vessels. That means even if your body wants to send blood to your penis in the morning, the channels are narrowed, blocked, suffocated. But here's the hope. When you stimulate liver 3, it sends a signal to your nervous system to relax the vessels, reduce internal pressure, and let testosterone do its job. Here's how. Sit comfortably and rest your ankle on your opposite knee. Press into the liver 3 point with your thumb. Use small, firm circles. Breathe out slowly with each motion. Spend about 1 to 2 minutes on each foot. You may notice a strange sense of calm come over you, like a gentle sigh from deep inside. That's not just relaxation, that's vascular release, hormonal unblocking, a body that's been tight, learning how to soften again. Tai Chong is the emotional reset button most men never press. But once you do, your energy doesn't just return, it flows. And that brings us to the final point, one that ties your sleep, your heart rhythm, and your arousal signals together. Let's move to point number 3, bubbling spring, the root of deep restoration. Now let's talk about a point that's often confused with Yongquan, but serves a completely different purpose. It's called the bubbling spring, and it's not just a poetic name. This point, located slightly deeper and closer to the heel than kidney 1, acts like a grounding wire for your entire nervous system. It's the anchor, the reset switch that helps your body slip into deep recovery mode, the kind that restores testosterone while you sleep. Why is this important? Because most men over 60 don't just have low hormones. They have fragmented sleep, high nighttime cortisol, and chronic low-grade anxiety they can't turn off. And here's the scary truth. If your body can't rest, it can't rebuild. Testosterone is primarily produced at night, during your deepest phases of sleep. But if your nervous system is stuck in alert mode, you wake up groggy, tense, and dry, physically and emotionally. That's where Bubbling Spring comes in. This point is used in both Eastern and modern integrative medicine to lower heart rate before sleep, activate the parasympathetic system, your rest and restore mode, and trigger melatonin release, the sleep hormone that works hand in hand with testosterone. How to find it? Start at the center of your soul, then slowly move your thumb downward toward the middle of your arch, stopping just above the heel pad. It may feel soft, tender, even sore. That's it. Now here's how to use it. Sit or lie in a relaxed position. Use your knuckles or thumbs to apply deep, slow pressure in gentle circles. Focus on your breath. Let each exhale soften the body. Spend about 2 to 3 minutes per foot, ideally right before bed. As you press, you may feel a wave of heaviness, the kind that pulls you inward, downward, into real rest. And that's what we want. This point prepares your body to release testosterone naturally during sleep. It doesn't force arousal. It restores the foundation so arousal becomes effortless again. With all 3 points, Yongquan, Tai Chong, and Bubbling Spring, you now have a nighttime ritual that doesn't just feel good, it rewires your biology from the ground up. But, and this is important, most men unconsciously cancel out the benefits of these techniques every single night. How? Let's talk about the one mistake you might be making and how to fix it before bedtime tonight. Part 3, the silent mistake that blocks your results. You've learned 3 powerful points. You've felt the connection between your feet, your hormones, and your blood flow. But now let me ask you something most men never think about. What are you doing in the last 60 minutes before bed? Because no matter how well you press these points, one silent mistake could cancel out all their benefits. It's this. You're overstimulating your brain when your body's trying to wind down. Screens, emails, scrolling through the news, late night worry. All of it triggers your sympathetic nervous system, the fight or flight mode. And here's what happens when you go to bed wired like that. Your cortisol stays high, your melatonin stays low, and your body blocks testosterone release even if you've done everything else right. This is why some men try acupressure, breathing, even supplements, and still feel no difference. It's not the technique that failed, it's the context around it. So here's the fix, and it's simple. Start a wind-down zone 1 hour before sleep. That means no screens, no late-night news or heated conversations. Dim the lights, play soft instrumental music, drink a warm, non-caffeinated tea like chamomile or lemon balm, and finally perform your 3-point foot ritual in silence. This sets the stage for hormonal restoration. It tells your brain, it's safe, you can rebuild now, and your body will listen. Remember, your testosterone is not gone. It's waiting patiently for the right environment to rise again. And when you pair pressure point therapy with peaceful nighttime habits, you create that environment every night. Coming up, I'll guide you through how to turn this into a 7-night ritual that resets your system naturally, and the 3 signs to watch for that your body is waking back up. Part 4, the 7-night ritual to restore testosterone and morning erections. By now you know the method, but consistency, not complexity, is what brings results. That's why I recommend starting with a simple 7-night ritual. Not forever, just 1 week. 7 nights to reset the most powerful systems in your body, without pills, without gimmicks. Here's what it looks like. Night 1 to 2. Reconnection. Begin your wind-down zone 60 minutes before bed. No screens, no stimulation. At the end of your routine, perform the 3-point foot massage, Yongquan, 90 seconds per foot, liver 3, 90 seconds per foot, Bubbling spring, 2 minutes per foot. Breathe slowly, no expectations. Just listen to your body. What to expect. You may feel tingling, calm, or nothing at all. That's okay. The nervous system is waking up, not performing tricks. Night 3 to 5, activation. Same routine, same sequence. But now begin noticing, are you falling asleep faster? Waking up feeling warmer? More frequent morning stiffness, even subtle. These are signs your parasympathetic system is regaining control. The same system responsible for sexual arousal, deep sleep, and hormone regulation. Pro tip, add a glass of warm beetroot juice 2 hours before bed. Nitrates in beets support blood flow, naturally. Night 6 to 7, reinforcement. By now, your nervous system has begun forming new pathways. Your feet are no longer numb to pressure. Your breath syncs with touch. Your brain begins associating this ritual with rest, healing, and male recovery. This is where real shifts begin. Spontaneous erections, deeper morning energy. A calmer emotional baseline throughout the day. It's subtle, but undeniable. And here's the key. Don't break the chain. Even if one night feels off, keep going. You're not chasing performance. You're rebuilding connection. And after 7 nights, you'll have proof. Not in lab tests, but in how you feel. And if you want to take this even deeper, in our final section, I'll share how to combine these physical techniques with breathing, posture, and one mental shift that restores a man's presence in his own body. Let's complete the circle in part 5. Final integration. Breath, posture, and the mind-body reset. You've reawakened your system through your feet. You've restored circulation, calmed your nerves, and created a powerful new nighttime rhythm. But there's one final piece most men never consider, and without it, their progress stalls. It's not another pressure point. It's not a supplement. It's this. The way you breathe and the way you carry your body. You see, your posture and your breath tell your nervous system whether you're in survival mode or recovery mode. And most older men, they walk with tension in their shoulders, shallow breathing in their chest, and a subtle forward slump that sends one dangerous message. I'm under threat. But if you want to restore testosterone, if you want erections to return effortlessly, your body needs to feel safe, grounded, and open again. So here's how to complete your ritual each night, with 3 final steps that tie everything together. 1. Grounded posture, 1 minute. After your foot massage, stand barefoot. Let your feet press gently into the floor. Soften your knees. Let your spine rise effortlessly, not stiff, just lifted. Roll your shoulders back once. Drop your jaw. Hold this for 1 minute. Feel the weight in your feet. This tells your brain, I'm here, I'm steady, I'm ready. 2. Slow belly breathing, 2 minutes. Sit or lie down. Place one hand on your chest, one hand on your belly. Breathe in through your nose and let only the belly rise. Exhale slowly through the mouth, at least 6 seconds out. Do this for 2 full minutes. This activates your vagus nerve, lowers your cortisol, and increases nitric oxide, a natural blood vessel dilator and erection booster. 3. The mental shift. I am not broken. This is not about forcing results. This is about reclaiming connection. Every time you press a point, every time you breathe deeply, every time you release tension instead of hiding it, you're telling your body, you're still capable, you're still powerful, and you are not broken. This isn't placebo. This is neurochemical truth. When the body feels safe, it heals. When the man feels seen, he returns. So tonight, before you sleep, do your ritual. Stand grounded, breathe deep, and repeat these 3 words in your mind. Restore, reclaim, rise. You are not done. You are just getting started.